get new #1 contenders for the Raw Tag Team Championships. Braun Strowman getting slimed? A WrestleMania match that kind of underdelivers on the Raw side, and so much more as we talk about the March 15th episode of Monday Night Raw. Happy 3/16 day! A brand new episode of Can We Talk Wrestling starts right now. So as we've talked about the past couple weeks, we have said that the Raw side for WrestleMania looks kind of wacky. It looks like Raw is going to under-deliver because let's just talk about the match that has been made official. We are getting Bobby Lashley versus Drew McIntyre for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. And here's my issue with this. We saw this match at Backlash last year, and that was not even the main event of the pay-per-view. The main event of the pay-per-view was the greatest match ever, Edge versus Orton. And if that match wasn't good enough to even main event a regular WWE pay-per-view, do we really think this match is good enough to main event WrestleMania? No way. I really don't want to see this match. I'm kind of disappointed that they even announced it now because it just makes Fastlane so pointless. Because I don't believe Bobby is in a match on Sunday. I mean, they announced like 700 million matches yesterday, but I don't think Bobby's in a match. But this just proves like, wow, you're not even going to have like Bobby wrestle for like defend his title before WrestleMania to give him like, oh, that opportunity to look strong. This is how we kicked off Monday Night Raw last night with this announcement. And The Miz then came out for no pointless reason, was like, oh, but like, what about me? Like, it wasn't like I should get a rematch because it's not fair because I was, like, I had cramps and I was really nervous and all this other stuff. And they just, like, and then it was Miz and Bobby. And then, or was it Miz and Drew? Yeah, it was Miz and Drew. And then Drew won. Using, like, the Hurt Lock. No! Like, don't do this. This is so bad. And then speaking of bad things, can we please talk about the fact how Bad Bunny literally gave up his 24/7 title? Oh my god. So, R-Truth was, like, dressed as Stone Cold Steve Austin. Which I'm okay with. And he's, like, walking around. He has, like, the vest, the little, like, not micro brawler, but, like, the little, like, stuffed animal. And, like, the lunchbox and the title. And R-Truth goes, how about I give you all this stuff for free, and then you just give me your 24/7 championship? And then Bad Bunny was just like, okay. And so he got all this Stone Cold Steve Austin stuff for free. R-Truth gets his title back. And now it's Damian Priest versus Jackson Ryker. And this was a squash match. And then The Miz and John Morrison comes out. And then The Miz hits Bad Bunny in the back with the guitar. And the guitar didn't break. And so I don't really know if if Bad Bunny wasn't really selling and like it actually really hurt, because usually like when things don't break it actually hurts. So obviously this is WrestleMania match we're gonna get. It's gonna be Miz and John Morrison versus Bad Bunny and Damian Priest, which I'm really excited for, because Bad Bunny has been training and I just want to see what he could do. But my whole thing is I wish Bad Bunny just would have lost the 24/7 championship like everybody else usually does. Like, it would have been so cool, since he won the Grammy, if they literally would have had him lose on Sunday at the Grammys. Like, that would have been so cool. But, good job, everybody. Way to go. Let's see. AJ and Omos. And this is another pointless thing. Like, not pointless, because I'm very excited for this, and I'll tell you why I like the 80s challenge for tag titles. But are you not having the New Day defend their titles for 3 weeks? Like, you're not going to have them wrestle in Fastlane? Like, we're just going to make this match official? Oh, tag title match. Here we go. So, it was the New Day versus the Hurt Business. Cedric and Sheldon lost, so I'm pretty sure that's the match we're going to do at WrestleMania. Because, why not? And so, what happens is, like, the New Day celebrating because they won the titles 11 times, and AJ and Omos come out. And they're like, oh, we're making ourselves the official #1 contenders. Like, I've won so many titles and I don't have anything to do with WrestleMania, so I guess Triple H didn't return AJ's calls. And you know, New Day's like, well, are you even the official tag team? And AJ's like, yep, we're our #1 contenders. We're trying to make you for WrestleMania. Kofi says yes. I'm excited for this because this is true. AJ has literally won every single title but the tag titles, and it's the one thing that leaves him out of that prestigious Grand Slam championship class. So I'm really excited that he does get the opportunity, and I do see them winning at WrestleMania, but that's a whole different video for WrestleMania predictions. But this is really different because I'm pretty sure, like, if you would have told us a year ago, like, after the Boneyard match, like, oh, AJ's going to be teaming with this really big dude who's the security guard for Raw Underground, and he's going to challenge for the tag team titles, we all would have thought it was really stupid. But now, like, thinking about it, like, oh my god, he could be a Grand Slam champion after this. And this is, like, such huge elevation for Omos, because it's not like his tag team partner's, like, nobody. It's AJ freaking Styles. So I'm really excited for this. I think this is going to be a really good match, and I can't wait to see what Omos does in the ring, because since he's so tall and he's so big, he can do, like, a lot of cool things. And speaking of Sunday, Randy Orton and Alexa Bliss is happening. What? So they, like, showed what happened last week, and then Alexa's sitting there for Alexa's playground, and Alexa just goes, you know, Randy, if you want me out of your life so bad, you should have tried harder, and then Sunday I'll give you the opportunity to. And I'm just like, did Alexa just challenge Orton? And then Orton goes, I accept. And I'm like, what? And then they announced it on Instagram, like, oh, it's happening. Oh my god. So I'm going to assume that this is where The Fiend is going to come back. The Fiend is going to come back on Sunday. And I'm not going to say interfere. I'm going to say, like, causes some type of distraction. Like, they'll do, like, the lights thing, or, like, he'll pop up on the Titantron, and then Orton will get distracted, and Alexa will pin him, and then, you know, we'll set up whatever match we're going to try to do. I'm assuming it's going to be a Firefly Funhouse match, just because I don't think we're going to do another, like, Inferno match, because we saw how well that worked in December. So this is a very different approach. I don't think the match is going to go long, and I am really excited for it, because it is something totally different, because I'm pretty sure the last intergender match we got on the pay-per-view was with Shayna for the IC title. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure, like, the last time we got an intergender match was in, like, in the 90s, early 2000s, which is huge because WWE's, like, kind of really against intergender wrestling. Now they're kind of expanding, so way to go, WWE. But yeah, I'm really excited for this. It's really different, and, like, yes, I don't know where we're gonna go with this, but way to go. Asuka came back, and it looks like it's going to be Asuka and Shayna Baszler. Why? Like, because now my whole thing is, are you really going to have Sasha and Bianca win these tag titles on Sunday? And I really hope they don't, because I just see so many problems with this. Because now you're not going to have the tag titles, like, because they're not going to wrestle twice. It's not like they're going to wrestle a tag title match against, I don't even know who let's just say the Riot Squad. Then they're going to, like, wrestle against each other. Like, they're not going to pull a Clash of Champions like Rollins and Braun Strowman did, because I'm pretty sure those are the last two people that did that. Like, they defended tag titles and then lost, and they wrestled each other later. So, I'm really kind of hoping it's not Shayna Baszler, and I'm hoping Rhea Ripley does come Sunday, if not next week, and challenges Asuka and just takes the title off Asuka and does something with this Raw Women's Championship, because it's literally doing nothing right now. And even looking at the WrestleMania poster, it's so sad because the Raw Women's Champion isn't even on it. Charlotte's on it, but not the Raw Women's Champion. And that just shows, like, how, like, non-important that title is. And that's really sad, because that's your main title on Raw that Becky literally worked a year to establish. And now you're literally throwing it in the garbage. Please fix this, because this is really bad. Raw was really all over the place last night. Like, Shane and Braun, I'll talk about that quickly, because it just popped in my head. Basically, they cut it, like, Braun wanted an apology from Shane, then Shane challenged him to a match, and they played hopscotch. The match never happened, and then Shane slimed Braun. Because apparently WWE was upset they didn't get invited to the Kids' Choice Awards, and wanted to have their own slime party. And now they're wrestling each other at Fastlane, which I'm assuming is going to go into another DQ, so then they could wrestle at WrestleMania, but no one wants to see Shane wrestle, so I don't understand why this is happening and why we couldn't think of something else for Braun to do, because I would have much rather see, like, Braun and Bobby, and then have Drew and Sheamus do something, rather than what we're actually getting at WrestleMania. So this is kind of pointless. Did not like the slime segment at all. I was like, really? Like, you're that mad the Kids' Choice Awards happened on Saturday and you weren't invited? Okay, Vince, I see you. But Raw was really all over the place, and it's 3 weeks to WrestleMania, and looking at the WrestleMania card now, like, the SmackDown side looks so much better than Raw, and I'm not even, like, trying to be so biased towards SmackDown just because Rollins is on there, but SmackDown is 100% the better show, because they have such a clear direction where Raw doesn't, and just like the Fastlane matches and the matches we already have announced for WrestleMania on the Raw side really back me up for evidence here. So I'm kind of scared because right now WrestleMania 37 looks like it's not going to be a good WrestleMania, and that like really breaks my heart because I've been looking forward to this for like a year. But yeah, make sure to like this video, comment what you guys thought about Raw, the good, the bad, and everything in between. Make sure to subscribe, click that bell for notifications. Of course, we'll be here back Thursday for Dynamite. Friday we'll have our Fastlane predictions. Saturday you'll have your SmackDown review, and then Monday we'll be reviewing Fastlane, and then